Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Yep, I have a fucking WWE Championship. Plastic. Does the whole spinning thing. Does the whole fucking. Does all of that. Crazy, right? Crazy I have that. I also have the World Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental. But, of course, enough about these. Shut up. Enough about these toys. There's some other good things. And something I found in my basement from a long time ago that I got for my birthday one time, I believe. Or Christmas. I don't remember what it is. Is actually in the link in the description below. It is these beer stein glass cups with the WWE logo upgraded. This is from 2014. Got this for my birthday. Someone got it for me. Family member got it for me. I loved it. I had to clean them out. You know, they were so old down in the basement. I remember using them for the first time. I was like so happy to get these. It was, probably not going to use them, but I am for my orange juice. Oh, I'm a bit laggy. Sorry. Using it for my orange juice. So, I'm going to be using those cups for SummerSlam. So, what a SmackDown. What a way to end SmackDown and Rampage. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the matches on Rampage as much, but I'm going to be talking about SmackDown. I'm also going to be talking about other things here. So, why don't we talk about what happened on SmackDown? SmackDown results. So, you guys can hear me. Sorry. All right. So we first kick off SmackDown with Edge. He comes out and he's like, "Give it to me! Give it to me! I want it! Give me the attention!" Ah! That is Edge. Okay, that is where Edge's mind's like, "Give it to me! Give me the attention!" And he misses it. He missed it all. Like he misses the fans. You know, he missed it. Give it to me! He just missed that. So he gets it back. So what we do here is obviously Edge has been pushed into a dark place by none other than Seth freaking Rollins. Yes. So Edge goes on this whole like mean faced look, freaking aggressiveness, all eyes down. You know, he's like in hell or something. Like, I mean, he claims that he's gonna or he must break Seth Rollins. He wants to humble him. He wants to bring him down to the dark place. He wants to bring him to hell. And man, just based off of that, I don't know. I don't know. But if you guys are tuning in, I want to make it very clear. I'm going to be obviously covering SmackDown first. Then we'll get over to CM Punk, and then, or actually no, we'll cover SmackDown. We'll predict SummerSlam because it's my mom's birthday. Yay! My mom has made the predictions for the matches. I'm going to give you her predictions, and I'm going to give you my predictions, so you can see how different me and her predict. Of course, my mom doesn't not watch wrestling. She doesn't know any storylines. So again, it's her predictions. But I'm going to cover SmackDown, go to predictions, then we'll talk about CM Punk. I promise this should be good. So again, Edge's intention is to break and defeat Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That is his big intention. We got our first match to try to give the Mysterio some momentum for SummerSlam, which they have none, other than the match they defeated. Oh shit! The match that they defeated. Don't know what's going on here. What in the hell is going on with my computer? Please. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm trying to adjust it, guys. I don't know what's going on. This sucks. I need to get a computer. I need to get my computer to be fixed. Anyway. It sucks. Okay. I'll just continue. It sucks anyway. Rey Mysterio and Jey Uso have their match. Of course, unfortunately, Rey Mysterio had to freaking try to pick up momentum after Dominic couldn't pick up the momentum. Stop it. So Rey Mysterio tried to pick up momentum for for him and his son's title match at SummerSlam. So unfortunately, here after a I guess distraction in a sense, Dominic Mysterio got sent to the back, and Rey Mysterio got distracted by this. He was like, "Oh, come on, Dominic, come on, you can't be, you know." So as Dominic tried to give his father a pin leverage, of course the referee saw this and ejected him. So Rey got frustrated and blindsided by Jey Uso, as where Dominic got blindsided by Jimmy. Jey throwing his father in the ring, throwing Rey into the ring, hitting the splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso defeats Rey Mysterio. So the Mysterios have no momentum, and you could think like, oh, who's going to win this match? When we get to my predictions, you'll see. You'll see. I'll tell you this. I even said it in past streams before. Corbin defeats Kevin Owens via disqualification. Of course, this is okay because of it. It sets more of the line. It sets more of around the lines of stealing the contract from Big E. So Big E comes out, and tries to get the contract back. Of course, Corbin gets the upper hand. Big E is like, "Loading, I got it." Don't celebrate too soon because Corbin came back, pushed him into the ring post, and stole the briefcase once again, leaving the match. Of course, an end disqualification. I don't know how Kevin Owens felt. It's just more of this, they should have just done Big E versus Corbin, but they're probably going to do it next week. So, yeah. Corbin wins by disqualification. Thanks, Big E. You're getting Corbin on the board here. We then had what's called, quote, champions contender match. And I fucking hate this. Why is it a champions contender? It should be, if you defeat the champions, you get a title match. This actually could be a title match set for SummerSlam. And if it is, well, then I think I know who's going to win. But let's move forward. We have Shotzi and Nox taking on Natalya and Tamina in this champions contender. And Shotzi and Nox actually defeated Natalya and Tamina. After Nox took out Tamina outside of the ring, Shotzi evaded the sharpshooter and rolled up Natalya. 1, 2, 3. We're probably going to get a women's tag team match at SummerSlam, likely on the kickoff. Seth Rollins then got in the ring to cut a promo. He's wearing a nice white suit. I am okay with this. I love this. Little promo from Seth Rollins. We got one from Edge. So here we go. Seth Rollins hops in the ring and emerges with a laugh at his SummerSlam opponent and explains why Edge won't beat him. Hell, Seth Rollins doesn't believe Edge has the readiness to face Rollins. So obviously the visionary of this drip fucking god, Edge appears with his dark music. If you guys don't remember this is a callback all the way to the old days. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about Brood. Yeah. Edge plays his one-time dark faction, the Brood music. It plays through the arena as Edge emerges on the Titantron. He advises Seth Rollins that he's going to bring hell to SummerSlam. The fireness, the flames for SummerSlam, of course, the hottest, the biggest event of the summer. Seth Rollins is suddenly drowned in a bloodbath, a throwback to the dark time in the Rated R Superstars past. A black substance all hits on Seth Rollins, and he is just rolling around, can't get up. He officially just full on is covered in black goo. We go from white to black, and that is one big thing I loved about this. Now, of course, no blood, but a blood bath, and that is something I fucking a brew bath, blood bath. Of course, it is the best thing to have, on the show. Of course, a callback to those days to set up, Rollins and Seth. And I think I'm not lagging. I think this will be the match of, I guess, all of SummerSlam. I believe so. You guys can actually tell. It's weird, fascinating. I shaved my beard off. I went in for an interview. Hopefully, I get it. But let's stay on topic here. We then went to a match that we saw way before, all the way, I think last month. We saw Otis crush Montez Ford. So Montez Ford was in this like Apollo type gear, and I liked it. I liked this Montez Ford, and he was taking on Otis. Unfortunately, Otis is too big of a man. Yeah, Otis defeats Montez Ford after he flattens him with a splash off the second rope, likely sending him to the medical facility again. We then got a tag team match. We had King Nakamura and Rick Boogs taking on Apollo Crews and his Commander Aziz. And I can't believe, but I'm going to say this, but Rick Boogs, he's a fucking legend. Rick Boogs is so good in the ring. I fucking love him. He is talented. He is just a great person. And you know how strong he is? You see his Instagram. He is so big of a man. He's so built. He could become a champion. Hell, him and Nakamura could become tag team champions. Like, I'm just saying. Like, that could be the case. You could have Boogs and Nakamura, Intercontinental Champion, tag team champion. Like, that could be the thing. Just go on his Instagram and look. He got ripped. All right. I think on his Instagram, I think it's Rick Boogs. Just look up Rick Boogs. You can find him. Bianca Belair then takes on, in two separate matches, kind of like a gauntlet, Carmella and then Zelina Vega. So she first takes on Zelina Vega. Carmella goes out and stands by ringside. But that doesn't matter because once Bianca Belair defeats Zelina, Bianca Belair then goes for Carmella and defeats Carmella. So Bianca Belair, this gives the champion momentum. The challenger already got her momentum back when she signed the contract and whipped out, her hair and just pulled. Now John Cena delivered a message. This is the main event, face to face. We've already had this face to face last week. We're gonna get another face to face again. It's kind of just weird. Anyway, John Cena delivered a strong message to the Universal Champion Roman Reigns ahead of their SummerSlam match tonight. Mind I add. Both of these words were pretty fucking great. But towards the end, Roman wanted to raise the stakes a little bit more here. And that was if Roman Reigns loses, if Roman Reigns wins, he's staying Universal Champion. If he beats Cena, he's staying champion. But if he loses to Cena, he's leaving WWE. So if Roman, the stakes, if Roman loses, he's leaving WWE. And that means Roman will be all elite. I don't know what Roman, it's basically going to kind of be like, I guess it's literally gonna likely be like kind of like if Cena wins, against Brock. It's like Brock Lesnar not coming back for a whole fucking year and then coming back and then just wrecking everybody, taking the title, going home with it. Of course, this is the difference. That's the difference between Lesnar and Reigns. Reigns is a guy who's going to be on the show. Lesnar is a guy who's not going to show, who's going to take the title and not show up to work. That's just how it goes, man. That's just really how it goes. We need guys to be on the show. So, as these stakes were lifted, Roman Reigns goes and tries to Samoan drop John Cena. Reigns picks Cena up, but Cena counters, rolls him up as he's been talking about the 1, 2, 3. He rolls him up. 1, 2, and what looks to be 2.5 actually. 3. We just count 3, and he just, Reigns kind of kicks out of this. But again, they wanted to get the thing, make Roman look like a little bitch in the sense, the 1, 2, 3 hole, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, John Cena rolls him up. 1, 2, as the crowd chants 1, 2, 3, but Pat McAfee, so it was like, that was like 2.5. Roman Reigns has a shocked face like he's going to lose, and John Cena, obviously, you ain't seeing me, boy. So, come SummerSlam, if Reigns does lose, he's leaving WWE. I don't see that happening. Anyway, that was all SmackDown. Did I like it? Yes, I did. It brought back some good old. It brought back a little. It brought back more of old time sakes. It also brought back a good It had a strong front, unlike Raw. Raw was pretty bad. Up to SummerSlam, as where SmackDown, it nailed. It hit it. It took the It put the nail. Took the hammer. Just nailed it. Just nailed it. So that was SmackDown. Tell me how you guys feel in the comments down below. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on SmackDown. What do you guys like it? Do you guys not? Please, I'd like to know. Um. Anyway, let's get on to our predictions. If you guys haven't already, too, I did do Takeover 36 predictions on the Raw and NXT side. I did predict them. I think I changed up my prediction for the match, but of course, we still have one to announce. Yet to announce, which could be actually, if it does happen, the NXT North American Championship. We don't know. All we do know is that there's going to be a kickoff. It will be Trey Baxter taking on Ridge. Um, Again, I don't predict kickoff matches unless there's a title on the line. So there's that. We are now going to look at the matches and we are going to predict SummerSlam. And I'm going to give you my mom's and my predictions. So here we go. Let's start off from the bottom to the top. Let's start with one match that I don't care to see. I don't care who wins. I really don't want to see this fucking match. Anyway, it is Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Unfortunately, this match has not got me interested. It hasn't invested me to see what happens next. I don't care about it. It's so fucking stupid. And we saw Doudrop touch Lily. So again, there is that good, mindset of Alexa possessing Doudrop to, I guess, attack Eva or turn on Eva. I don't fucking know. Alexa Bliss has magical Houdiki powers, and Eva Marie is just someone nobody likes. This is the worst feud that I've ever seen. I'm sorry. For my mom's prediction, though, I told her that Alexa Bliss has Houdiki magic and she can do fucking whatever, and she thinks that Eva Marie's going in as the underdog. She ain't going in as an underdog. That's not happening. I'm sorry, Mom. Even though it's your birthday, I gotta tell you, Eva Marie is who my mom picked. She likes the pink hair, I guess. I don't know. Again, she doesn't know wrestling, so she's just going off of the looks. She thinks Eva Marie. I'm going Alexa Bliss. I'm going Alexa Bliss because she has the Houdiki magic, and I don't really like this feud. And I think Alexa Bliss is going to use Doudrop to get the win. Doudrop will likely distract or interrupt the match, and then Alexa Bliss will pick up the victory. Somehow, some way, that's going to likely fucking happen. I don't know. I don't care. Let's move on to the next match. AJ Styles and Amos defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against RK Bro. Guys, you know how I've been vocal about this, so let's get my prediction out the way. RK Bro is winning the tag team titles. I'm sorry, Mom. Again, you're picking AJ Styles and Amos to retain. My mom's picking AJ Styles and Amos to retain, and I don't. Again, she doesn't watch wrestling, of course. So yeah. RK Bro's winning because we got to see that shine with that sign. So RK Bro is winning the tag team titles. And guys, I want to also point it out there during this, predictions. RK Bro are going to win the tag team titles, right? They're going to hold on to it for some time. I don't know how long they're going to hold on to it for. But the minute they lose it, I want to get this very clear. And this is how WWE, they're going to play it out perfectly. When WWE makes RK Bro lose the tag team titles, it'll probably be Riddle's fault. And that makes sense. Randy Orton's going to turn on Riddle. I had to get close to the camera just to tell you that. Randy Orton's going to turn on Riddle when they lose the tag team titles. They're going to split up. They're going to go down their paths. And this means that they're going to go back to what it originally was. Riddle's going to be in the mid-card division. And Orton's going to be... Orton's basically going to be main top guy. Or he's just not going to be seen in the WWE as much. I don't know. He'll just be the Legend Killer again. But yeah, that's what I think. And then it also leaves questions for AJ Styles' career. Is he going to retire or is he going to leave WWE? What is he going to do? I think if AJ wants to retire, that's okay. But AJ Styles has been in many promotions except for one, AEW. I think AJ Styles going to AEW would be fucking phenomenal. RK Bro winning the tag team titles in my eyes. My mom says otherwise. Let's move on to the next match. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. My mom has already made the prediction for this one, and I think I've already made up my mind for it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it makes sense for Jinder Mahal to win. Now, my mom says that Drew McIntyre will win. I can see that. Again, these two are going to be colossal, but again, what have we done? What has WWE done with Jinder? That's what I'm scared about. I'm scared I'm going to lose this prediction. Not because my mom, says it. Not because of that at all. It's because that they haven't done much with Jinder, and they built McIntyre to be this big fucking, creature up. And plus, I think McIntyre is going to win because of one big reason. Remember WrestleMania 37 or 36? WrestleMania 36. My mistake. Drew McIntyre faced Brock Lesnar and beat Brock Lesnar. There was no crowd. He won the title. We all had to see it on Peacock, or we all had to see it on the WWE Network at the time. But again, Drew McIntyre didn't get that loud pop that he deserved. So having Drew McIntyre win here makes sense. He gets that loud SummerSlam pop from everybody who watches on. And then the next pay-per-view will be Extreme Rules. And then they will have their Extreme Rules match. And that's when I think Jinder will win. I don't think Jinder's winning here, because if Jinder wins here, then that means we're going to have to go to Extreme Rules and have Drew McIntyre win there. And that's not much of a big pay-per-view. And I think Drew needs that big pop that he didn't get. So McIntyre needs to win this match in order to get that big pop that he didn't get back at WrestleMania 36. Again, he did kind of get this pop. He did get a big pop at WrestleMania 37, but he didn't win the match. So McIntyre winning against Jinder Mahal here will give him that big pop. Come Extreme Rules, my prediction will shift, and it will be Jinder Mahal walking out winner. I don't think Drew McIntyre will win Extreme Rules. It will be Jinder. He'll close the feud, close the book. They kind of did the same, and it was the same thing they did with Cesaro and Seth and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They had Kevin Owens win here and there, and then they had Sami Zayn close that book. And then they did the same thing with Seth Rollins and Cesaro, close the book. That's it. So here, Drew McIntyre wins. He needs that big pop, and then come elimination or come Extreme Rules, Jinder will win. I want to move over to, before we get to this this going to be the match of the night. Before we get to that match of the night, I want to talk about Sheamus versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Now, this one is still debate. This one for me is debatable. My mom obviously likes Puerto Ricans, as I am Puerto Rican as well. She likes the Puerto Rican culture. Damian Priest is Puerto Rican. You know who she chose. Damian Priest wins the title here. I mean, we're going to see title changes. A lot of people have said, the rumors have said that, there's not going to be a single title change. No, there is going to be a title change. There are 6 titles if they add in the, kickoff match, and it is the Women's Tag Team Championships, then, we'll see. But in this match, and when it comes to these matches, we're going to see some title changes. We're going to see some titles changes. We're going to see retains. I don't know what we're going to get. Of course, I'm still debatable about this one. As of right now, the call on the match for my prediction, I'm going to say Sheamus retains. He's a big brawler. I know every time he steps in the ring, you got 2 big brawlers. I want to see it happen. Damian Priest really deserves that United States Championship. Of course, he's been sidelined a couple times. He comes back for that, Battle Royal, to get a shot at I guess I forget what it was. I forget what Battle Royal was. Of course, Damian Priest, I know, was in a Battle Royal. Then he came back. He faced The Miz. All he did was face his old opponent. That sucks, I know. But again, he's back to take on Sheamus. And yeah, they want to build Damian Priest up here more. That's why they had him defeat The Miz. Sheamus defeating Ricochet, I think, on Raw. Anyway, again, I don't know who's going to win here. My call in the match is Sheamus retains. If I change it, then then I will let you guys know on Twitter. You guys know my Twitter handle, Logical Predictor. I don't know if it's the Logical Predictor, but it's Logical Predictor, I think. Yeah, I think it's Logical Predictor. I couldn't put the in there. It didn't fit the rest. So, calling the match right now, Sheamus retaining. That might change. I want to get on to the SmackDown Women's Championship. Actually, no. Let's get on to the Raw Women's Championship before we get on to all that goodness. So, the Raw Women's Championship, we got a triple threat match. It is going to be Nikki ASH or Nikki Hero in my eyes because she's already run the Raw Women's Championship. And if you built the name up to be Nikki almost a superhero, she hasn't been champion. You, you know, you have her Nikki something, Nikki almost a hero. You have her the briefcase. That's Nikki almost a hero. Then she wins the championship. Is she still Nikki almost a superhero, or is she just Nikki Hero? Like, she's Nikki Hero in my eyes. So in this prediction, my mom made it clear she doesn't like Rhea Ripley. She doesn't like how I look. I don't know. Anyway, she either says I told her to pick two people and leave one out. That's my rule here on the channel. Nikki Ash, in my eyes, Nikki ASH retains, or Charlotte Flair wins, and I can see that happening. But overall, in this match, because it hasn't shown any part of the diversity other than the match where Charlotte defeated Nikki ASH and then fucking had her get a rematch and the holds bar stipulation. Other than that, seeing to have that shit be part of, I guess, of course, a diversity storyline. I don't know. It makes sense for Charlotte Flair to win since there's just nothing that, shows anything for Nikki retaining. And this makes sense. Now, of course, there are two people that make sense of winning this. Of course, Rhea Ripley could win. The overall prediction of this whole fucking thing, we already had CM Punk return. Well, now it's time to bring back the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch should, I can't say will, but should return at SummerSlam. Of course, this is the big prediction bank, or on Raw. She didn't do either. So SummerSlam it is, and it makes sense because SummerSlam is the pay-per-view which she debuted she created the man gimmick. Charlotte Flair winning makes sense to this too. If Charlotte Flair wins, who did Becky defeat? Who did Becky beat up at SummerSlam? She beat up Charlotte Flair when she was the man. So Charlotte winning makes sense. Me and my mom got the same. Yeah, we got the same predictions. So there's that. Let's get on to the Usos retaining their tag team titles. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mysterios, but Dominic's going to cost them the match. Rey Mysterio already lost on SmackDown. Dominic's going to cost them the match. And this is not looking good for the Mysterios. The Mysterios are probably falling down the rankings a little bit here. But again, the Mysterios are not winning this match, unfortunately. I'm very sorry, Mysterios. And you're not winning for two reasons. One, first obvious reason, is you're not winning. You're not winning because, first off, the Usos are great. And if they lose the tag team titles after winning them against you on Money in the Bank, then that was a short ass title run, in my eyes. We don't need that right now. We're in a bloodline story. We're in the bloodline storyline type shit. So if they lose the tag team titles, this is gonna hurt Roman. Roman's gonna be very pissed off, and this would mean that Roman's gonna lose the title here. We don't want that shit. We don't want Roman losing the title. We don't want the bloodline without any gold. And the second reason they're not losing the tag team titles, they're going to retain, the Usos are going to retain, is because I want to bring up a little fact that happened at Hell in a Cell. So, at Hell in a Cell, if you guys don't remember, I said Cesaro would defeat Seth Rollins, correct? Yes, correct. Of course, I said that. Well, Seth Rollins defeated Cesaro, and I was like, well, why? Why was that the case? Oh, I know why. Because Hell in a Cell was on Father's Day. Cesaro isn't really much of a father. He doesn't even have a kid. But Seth Rollins does. So Seth Rollins wins the match because it's a holiday. It's Father's Day. Well, I looked up something very interesting. I wanted to make sure that there's no holiday involved on SummerSlam. So there's no excuse for losing losing the tag team titles. Or winning the tag team titles. Well, guess what? It appears to me that the Usos share the same birthday That's my mom. So happy birthday to the Usos. Happy birthday to them today. And you know what? It'd be pretty fucking shitty if they lost the tag team championships on their birthday. You know, how shitty of a birthday would that be? So again, no way in hell, no chance in hell will the Usos lose their tag team championships to the fucking Mysterios? I love the Mysterios. I love Ray. I love Dominic. I love, the kid's going to build up to be a big star. He'll probably win his first singles title. Hell, who knows? All I'm saying, and I'll leave it at this before so we can move on to the next one, is the Mysterios are not winning and the Usos are going to retain because of their fucking birthday. Because it's their birthday today. It's their birthday. Birthday, yeah. And because they're part of the storyline and then we need to make them look dominant. So if you make them lose here, how dominant are they? And how shitty of a birthday would it be today? Be pretty fucking shitty. Seth Rollins versus Edge. Edge versus Seth Rollins. It doesn't matter. The match tonight I want to talk about. Both superstars have great credibility to each other, and it's all started back in 2014, which I'm bringing up the mug. In 2014, this mug, this glass was in stock, and one of my family members got it for me. So thank you again. Link in the description below if you want to go check, you want to go buy it yourself. Again, it's probably just one mug. I couldn't find the dual mug, which I got. I have two mugs opposed to one, so I'm very sorry. Again, if you can't find it, again, link in the description below just for this, and it has the logo on the front. If you want to get it, please do. I think they're like $10 or something on eBay. So pretty good. Pretty good. Got some OJ in here. But Seth Rollins and Edge, pretty good feud so far. It didn't really shock me. There's one time it didn't really get me with Seth Rollins, beating up Edge, coming out. So for the winner of this match, though, who's winning? I initially wanted Edge. Edge is my favorite superstar. You guys all know this. You would think, oh, logical predictor, his favorite superstar is Edge. He's going to go Edge. Yeah, he's going to rock. Yeah. No. No. I am not going for Edge. I am actually going to not make the mistake I did back in 2020. So, back in 2020, Seth Rollins went up against Dominic Mysterio in Dominic's first big match at SummerSlam. And Dominic lost to Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins was wearing something Ray wore back at Halloween. Excuse me for that. But anyway, Seth Rollins should win here. Not only that, but we don't really have much of heels winning this match or winning here. But we need some big stars to win here. So in this case, we need some faces to win. So for this, Seth Rollins is one of those heels that need to win. And my mom agrees. I mean, my mom predicted Seth Rollins as well. She actually predicted him to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, which was not happening. So Seth Rollins was going to, of course, is going to win this match. And I understand why Seth Rollins should win. Again, we need to establish that Seth Rollins has got screwed over in his, chances of getting a title opportunity against his former friend, Roman Reigns. Everybody needs to understand that. Who screwed who first? Seth Rollins got screwed over by Edge. So Seth got screwed first. Seth wants he said, I've been improving myself. I beat Cesaro in that big feud, you know what I mean? I took it out, I've won some other big matches here. Look at my career. Hell, look at my fucking resume, And all the officials could say, all Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville could say, we'll take it under advisement. Edge walks in here like a fucking, legend that he is, respectively, and demands a match with Roman Reigns on Money in the Bank, and he fucking gets it. But you didn't even take it under advisement. You just said, yeah, sure, Edge, go ahead. Did you even consider about me? Did you even think about me, Seth Rollins? No. So, who started who? Who screwed who? Seth Rollins got screwed first. Not only that, but Edge has had a successful run for now. Let's look at what Edge has done from 2020 to now. So Edge came back in 2020 Royal Rumble. He actually did not win the Royal Rumble, but he got to compete and he got to spear AJ Styles heavily. He even came back in the 2021 Royal Rumble and won that one. So He also had a feud against Randy Orton, which he won at WrestleMania 36, and lost to Orton in the greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash. Edge was on a hiatus for his neck, of course, He comes back to the ring in the Royal Rumble and he wins it. He then prompts himself to get ready for matches, either, for the NXT title or, you know, the Universal or the WWE. But he picks the Universal Championship. He goes up against Reigns and he loses at WrestleMania. We don't see him up until Money in the Bank now. So Money in the Bank, he loses to Roman Reigns because of Seth Rollins interfering. Was it a good match? Yes. All of Edge's matches were so good. This match is not going to be any different. This match is going to be exactly the same, but I'd say a little more and a little bit more, just extra better than what we saw at Money in the Bank. So, Edge is not winning this match. And if he does, congratulations. Seth Rollins is winning this match. We need to establish the fact that Seth Rollins should be taken seriously when it comes to the world title chances, and we need to get him in a match with Roman Reigns. A lot of people want to see that. But again, we need to establish Reigns in the big part. So if you want to see Reigns and Seth Rollins, we need to get to, I will predict. But Seth Rollins needs to win this match. We need to establish that he needs to be taken seriously. He needs to be up there and get a chance for the world title. I'm just saying. But who's going to be the face and the heel in this? What we need, and that's the problem. I love Seth Rollins when he cuts his promo. And that's another thing I want to talk about on here. Thank God I brought this up. Seth Rollins said I think in an interview or something, 0% scripted promos for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins does not have any script. His promos are not scripted. He goes out there and does himself. So I'm thinking in my eyes, WWE, are you allowing your superstars to now go out there and freestyle? Just speak the top of their mind, get a little pumped, I'm wondering, could that just be the case? Because if so, oh my God, will WWE be successful in this? And if you need for the scripted promo for the unscripted promos to work, you need to find the right guy who's going to be able to find the right words. And I think the best people to cut the promo without having to, be scripted are the legends, I would say. So people like Randy Orton, Edge, they've been in scripted promos before. What if they just did it without, freestyle? Unlike Roman Reigns and John Cena now, when it came to that was scripted. Their promos were scripted, obviously. But Cena wrote his out first, and then Reigns and Paul Heyman worked on theirs together. And of course, if there's no Paul Heyman, Reigns is going to botch the whole fucking, thing. So he needs Heyman to be there to help him write the promo. But Seth Rollins, 0% of scripted promos, and Seth Rollins is winning this match. Done deal. I did say Sheamus is going to retain. Calling the match, right? I think I now got my answer. I'm going to stick with Sheamus retaining in this bout right here. So Sheamus retains the United States Championship. I think that's my prediction. My mom's is Damian Priest. I do want to go with my mom and say that Damian Priest is going to win. But this match, and I will say, this match alone, only this match, would I like to be wrong on. Please be wrong now, or actually 2 matches. I hope I'm wrong with Seth Rollins and Edge. I hope Edge wins. And same with Damian Priest and Sheamus. I hope I'm wrong. About that prediction. I hope Sheamus does. I hope Damian Priest does win. Let's move on to our last 3 matches. Let's start with the Raw side. Let's get this out the way. Goldberg, Bobby Lashley. My mom chose Goldberg. I don't know why, but that's not happening. This will be at least a 5-minute match. It will be Goldberg and Bobby Lashley showing off their strength, showing off their power. But Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley is winning this match in my eyes. Not in my mom's though. My mom thinks Goldberg is going to win. Bobby Lashley, in my eyes, he's a dominator. We can't let him lose his championship run. Again, he has held it way back on an episode of Raw against The Miz. It's been good so far. until we get the right people to face Bobby Lashley. I don't know who's going to be his next opponent, but they're bringing back Goldberg just because he has nothing. So in this match, I don't know where Goldberg's going or headed, but he's not winning. Bobby Lashley is retaining this title in my eyes. My mom says otherwise. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair are both great at what they do. My mom has chosen Sasha Banks. When it comes to both of these women, they're both competitive. I look at this as a Undertaker and Brock Lesnar type thing. You know, when Brock Lesnar defeated the Undertaker streak, and then he comes back at SummerSlam and he faces him again. Um, it's like that. So what I say here, and it's gonna sound very weird, and you're gonna be like, "Why in the hell is this going? Why that? Like that makes no sense." Logical predictor, you're the one who's supposed to make the sense out of all of these, right? Yeah, you're supposed to make sense out of this. I know I am. I know I am. I'm supposed to make the sense. I'm supposed to make the logical sense. So it needs to work like this. Sasha Banks, in my eyes, and maybe yours. I know you guys are gonna probably disagree. I know. Sasha Banks wins the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam, and I know why. Why is Bianca Belair not going to win? She's been good so far. But she is also fell into the problem that Sasha Banks fell into as well, or ran into, and that was the lack of opponents. And remember how I predict here. Again, we need to look at the future. We need to look at these superstars for their future. Like who else could face Bianca Belair? Of course, I initially thought we were going to get a 6-woman tag team match. We did not. Surprisingly, we did not. We got both gauntlet matches. Now, Toni Storm could be a good opponent for Sasha Banks down the line. So here's what I think is going to happen. What we need to do is we need to establish Banks as this boss, this legit boss, her actual gimmick character, make this whole, shit here. And she has her little, henchwomen. So Sasha Banks wins the title, right? She'll face Toni Storm on an episode of SmackDown. Toni Storm will get a win over the champion, maybe, you know. But in the back of her head, Bianca Belair will be always haunting her. We need to establish Banks as a title holder again, get her the SmackDown Women's Championship, come Extreme Rules. Bianca Belair is off of TV for just a little bit. Give her some time. She's been holding that title since WrestleMania up until SummerSlam, So she holds the title. Sasha Banks wins it, gets her big moment. At Extreme Rules, we see Toni Storm taking on Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks will retain. Then at the next pay-per-view, I don't know what the next pay-per-view is after SummerSlam. No, after Extreme Rules. I think it's Survivor Series. But if not that, if Survivor Series is, after Extreme Rules, then we can't do Toni Storm against Sasha Banks. That means we have to do it on an episode of SmackDown. So you do Sasha Banks winning at SummerSlam. You have her face Toni Storm maybe on an episode of SmackDown. You get Bianca Belair to face her again in a rematch, third time at Extreme Rules, an Extreme Rules match. Bianca Belair wins the title back. It's a short run for Sasha. I understand that. But we need to establish that Banks is also, a big star here. No one's going to take her spotlight. And she poses a big threat to Bianca Belair. This is a different Sasha we've seen. This is a different Sasha. If you thought we saw, we didn't. Sasha got smacked up at WrestleMania. So at SummerSlam, this isn't the same Sasha Banks we saw at WrestleMania. No, this is going to be a better Sasha Banks. They're going to put up a hell of a fight. But Sasha Banks is my pick to walk out of here, new SmackDown Women's Champion. And it is great to see that. And then at Extreme Rules, we will see Bianca Belair recapture the title. I know it's a short run, and why even take the title off of her in the first place? Well, again, it's to establish that Banks is the legit boss, that she is. She needs some gold around her, and if we got these henchwomen around her, ain't nobody going to, attempt to take the title away from her. That leads us to our last match here: Roman Reigns versus John Cena. I don't think I have to go into depth about this. Pretty simple. John Cena is not going to win at SummerSlam. He's not. He's not. He's not going to win. And the reason he's not going to win is because John Cena has to go back to Hollywood and do movies. Therefore, Roman Reigns is winning. And my mom agrees. My mom even agrees with me on the fucking Sasha Banks. So, um, Roman Reigns retains here, and this is because Cena's got to go back to doing movies. And that makes sense, especially if we want to get Seth Rollins and fucking Roman Reigns ahead. We need Roman Reigns to retain. And plus, Roman Reigns raising the stakes, saying that if he loses, he's going to fucking leave WWE. I don't see that happening. Roman ain't gonna leave WWE. Cena leaves WWE. He'll probably have a match. Who knows? One big prediction though is the Demon Finn Balor. The Demon Balor comes out and sets up a match with Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. We see Demon Balor taking on head of the table Roman Reigns for their match. That'd be great. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking great. I'd love to see that. And if we can get Edge versus Rollins at Extreme Rules number 2, that'd be great too. Meaning that we could get Demon Balor and Brood Edge taking on Seth and fucking Roman in a match. That'd be actually pretty great. And we get to establishes Roman and Seth's partnership from back in the old days, which I think they will win. But anyway, that's all the predictions for SummerSlam. Hope you guys like that. But now it's on to the bigger things. Down in the description below, CM Punk returns to professional wrestling. Yup, it happened. What do you see? A cult of personality. CM Punk returns to professional wrestling, and he actually he didn't bring up WWE, but he did it without saying the name of WWE, which is very crazy, as it is. I know. I love it. Oh my god, yes. Yo, man, that's true. Very true. Honestly, like SummerSlam should open up with the cult of personality playing and Vince comes out to open the show. Yes. Yes. I think that should really happen. I do think that should happen, man. Um that should. It should. Um SummerSlam just opens up with the cult of personality. And you see Vince and he's over here. He's just like looking on. And he actually says, "It's clobbering time." Oh my god, Vince would be like, my god, that'd be funny, bro. He comes out to open the show. That's actually awesome. I think that's true. Again, CM Punk goes to AEW, and he wants to be a part of this and face good, fresh talent in the back. 7 years, and I love that he brings that up. For 7 years, I've heard you. For 7 years, I've heard you. I love that. Guys, if you don't know, back in the day, back in 2012, back in 2014, back in 2013, those were the days. I loved CM Punk. 2013, 2014 CM Punk was my favorite CM Punk. 2013, in my eyes, you guys probably disagree with me, or you can leave it in the comments. But year of 2013 in the WWE was my favorite fucking year of WWE. Tell me if you agree with me or not. I want to just put that out there that 2013 was the best year in WWE. Yeah, it'd probably be like I could be that guy, that says change my mind. WWE in 2013, WWE is the best. 2013, WWE best year ever. Changed my mind. It had so many good It had a great SummerSlam. It had a fucking great WrestleMania. Hell, it had a good Royal Rumble. It had a good Elimination Chamber. I can't say much about the Extreme Rules, but 2013 was the best year in WWE. Anyway, CM Punk in WWE. CM Punk in AEW versus him being in WWE. So CM Punk in WWE, very different, of course. Vince and him, creative differences, and I loved that he dropped the pipe bomb, which came true in 2016. But now it's not no more, you know. And when CM Punk took off his shirt and sat down, talked to the crowd, I thought he was gonna be. I thought pipe bomb. Like I was so happy when I got out of my seat and fucking just started screaming like off the top of my head, like CM Punk's back, CM Punk's back. I was singing his theme song, and I think that that's what people will also do. Like you know how people sing Jericho's theme song, the Judas, like Judas. The Judas sin, the Judas. You know, I think people are gonna say the cult of personality. Like I think just people are gonna start singing that when he comes out. And got if you guys don't also remember, in the WWE, they had CM Punk take on Chris Jericho. So if they can establish a whole great match between, you know, if we can get people to start singing Cult of Personality, and you got people singing Judas Effect, my God, we'll CM Punk, Chris Jericho have a great ass match. One feud, and I know this is gonna happen. Like we saw CM Punk, he actually challenged Darby Allin, who's up there with Sting. Challenges Darby Allin at All Out, and we're gonna see it at All Out September 5th, Labor Day. We're gonna see CM Punk take on Darby Allin, and oh my God, again, it's gonna be live on pay per view. You're gonna have to pay for it to see it. Of course, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be great, but again, what would be better and what would actually make All Out or make AEW a little bit better than WWE is if they live streamed the pay per view. Of course, I know like if they live, you know, you live stream the pay per view being free, but here's the thing that I think would be even better for them. You know, they obviously have to buy it, but again, I think that if they live stream it, but like you have to, you know, of course, to they put I think on YouTube, I think you can put it to like you have to a join mode, like you have to join them to watch, you know, their shit, their content, or you have to, you know, they could actually, if Patreon, they could actually have a Patreon, you know, for this shit too. I think that'd be even cool. If AW, you know, starts up a Patreon and then you have to pay this amount to watch a pay-per-view, like say $500 just to watch a pay-per-view, or, you know, just to get, because again, distinguish money between tickets, you know, some tickets cost this amount, some tickets cost this amount. Well, you have to pay this amount to see this live on the screen, you know. Of course, you know, they don't have their own streaming service, so of course they're starting off with live, you know, from pay-per-view. So you have to pay to view it, you know? So again, like I just think it'd be better for them to live stream it, but again, you have to pay. So Patreon is probably the best way to do it. You know, Patreon, all out. But again, I can watch if I can get the website to work, I could probably watch all out without any problems on September 5th. Let me actually see when September 5th is. I think that's a Saturday. Maybe a Sunday. Let me see. Nope, it's a Sunday. It's actually 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm gonna be happy to watch it. So in September. My birthday's in September. We'll find out. So 2 weeks. Two little smear weeks. Tomorrow will mark 2 weeks until all out. So if I can find this website, we'll see if it works. Hope there's no lag. Hope there's nothing like that. Again, I've run into hell with, you know, I've used this to watch different pay-per-views. Sometimes it works, sometimes it lags out. So I hope it works like that. But CM Punk and AEW, man, it's just like I thought, like when he said fresh new talent, and you know he wants to face the people in the back. I thought we were gonna get Brian Danielson to come out, you know, and be like, "How about me?" you know, and get the whole fucking people all pumped up. Oh my God, CM Punk and Brian Danielson. Once I saw CM Punk, I'm like, "Yo, we gonna watch AEW from now on." So yeah, we also got to saw their tag team eliminator, Private Party, Jurassic Jurassic Express. Whoa. I love it. I love that Punk is back. I'm happy, you know. We got the jungle. I got that song stuck in my head, guys. I love AEW, guys. My cousin is different. He is WWE for life. I'm not. I love difference. I love I love difference. I love, you know, I love diversity, I guess it is. I love difference. That's something that is, you know, about me. I love being different, you know? I'm different. Everyone in this fucking world's different. I can't see this whole world being the same. Could you? Everybody has to like the same music, the same color, the same taste in fucking everything. No. We got to have some diversity. We got to have some difference here. We can't be normalized. That's why I am going to be updating you guys right now on the channel. I wanted to make this announcement on the podcast because I knew it was going to be big and just as big as CM Punk. You know what today is? It is the 8th. It is the 8th, 21. I shouldn't actually say it like that. This sounds so fucking. It's the 8th. It's the 21st, 2021 of August. This update is about how I'm going to run the channel. I've seen the views. I've seen what everybody has liked. I know what people watch and I know what people don't watch. So, without further ado, I introduced a new thing called WWE Theories. And I've seen the views and it's gotten a hell of a lot of views. And I've seen it. I've seen that people love the WWE Theories. And, you know, when I came out with this idea, I thought it was going to be the greatest idea ever. I've had, I think, 4, maybe 3 episodes of it. And I didn't do it this week. And that's why. And the reason because of this is because of the announcement I'm making right now. It's a part of that. I went in for an interview, and I don't know about the job yet. They're gonna probably text me, somewhat this week. Hopefully, if I get it or not. But to reamp the whole schedule of this, I wanted to make the announcement that I, the logical predictor, will be, I guess, would say, have a reset. There's a reset button. I'm going to reset it. Everything's not going to be gone. It's just I'm going to reamp you guys or re-update the channel and tell you guys some new content that will be on this channel officially for your entertainment. So, let's start with Sundays to Saturdays so we get out the way. So, starting tomorrow. Well, actually, it's going to start today. I'm not going to be streaming. I don't know if I made the idea if I'm going to stream SummerSlam or not. My mom's birthday. I don't know about that. What I do know, though, is that on Sundays, when there are pay-per-views, I'm going to, of course, give you the results, about the pay-per-views right after the pay-per-view ends. That's the same thing that's going to happen today. I'm going to watch SummerSlam. Then right after SummerSlam, I'll come back on here and I'll give you guys the results. That's not going to change. Same with tomorrow. After NXT Takeover 36, I'll come back on here, give you the results, and I'll be off. So Sunday, again, results you will be given. That's Sunday. You guys know how I do NXT and Raw together because they're on Monday. How they're on Monday and Tuesday, right? So that will still be there. So on Wednesdays, you will get WWE. You get Raw and NXT reviews because that'll be on Wednesday. We are going to be taking WWE theories off of Thursdays, and this is because I haven't really been doing it as much. Again, I'm not so much focused on the time, but of course, I am more focused on, other things around the world, and I think taking WWE theories off of Thursdays is better because I'm going to introduce to you guys something else. On Wednesdays, you will get WWE theories. Or well, not Wednesdays. You'll get WWE. You'll get the reviews. My mistake. On Thursdays, we're going to go over WWE. We're going to go over AEW. I'm introducing AEW to the channel, so you'll get an AEW Dynamite result of what happened on AEW Dynamite. A part of that, I want to add in a mixture. So, of course, I'm taking W theories off of Thursdays. just to put them back into Thursdays. Oh, you think I'm just not gonna I'm gonna take them, take them off and then just put them on a different show? No, that's not gonna happen. Are you kidding me? I need something fresh. Of course, it can't just be W theories. We need to add layers to it. So on Wednesdays you get Raw and NXT reviews. On Thursdays you will get an update. You'll get AEW Dynamite results. When on top you'll get WWE theories. We'll be theorizing about some people, and I'll even leave the list of the names in the description so you guys can see when it comes there. Fridays, nothing. Saturdays, talking logic, what we're doing here right now. We will cover AEW Rampage. We will cover SmackDown. We will talk about anything, any news that I've heard of. Again, my three sources, you guys have heard of them. My three sources include Pamela Productions, What Culture Wrestling, and WrestleMania. Those are my sources. But yes, this is a new adder. This is a new layer to the channel of professional wrestling. And again, I like diversity. So on days you will get AEW Dynamite results, or whatever I can think of a name for it. And then you'll get on top of that W theories with that, and they'll be in the same video. So it will be AEW, it will be Dynamite and W theories together, layered on top. And this is great because I can talk for about, I guess, I don't know, I can talk for like an hour. Hell, I can talk for like 40 minutes without taking a drink. So, as the update to the channel, I don't know what else I put in the description. I did talk about the Brood, or the Brood. Yeah, no, the Brood. The Brood, Edge bringing back the Brood, type fucking, old group he was a part of. And I think this is going to be a great match at SummerSlam. Again, this has been great. I love that I could go for an hour with you guys. And I do think that, yeah, I feel like that would be funny too. I feel like SummerSlam would open up with the Cult of Personality playing, and then Vince McMahon comes out and opens the show. Like that's funny to me. That'd be funny. But again, that is the update for the channel. So recap it. So Sundays, you'll get, again, results. Today, you'll get results from SummerSlam. Tomorrow, you'll get results from NXT over 36. Then on Wednesday, you'll get the review. Thursday, you'll get Dynamite. You get the whole AEW Dynamite results, and you'll W theories on top. On Saturday, you'll get Talking Logic with covering SmackDown. We'll be covering AEW Dynamite or Rampage. And that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys. Those are my predictions for SummerSlam. Hopefully I'm wrong about hopefully I'm wrong about Sheamus winning. I hope Damian Priest wins, and I hope I'm wrong about Seth Rollins. But those are my predictions. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit the button. Be appreciated. Much appreciated. Leave a like, comment down below, and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss any wrestling content here on the channel. It's been a pleasure with you guys. Say it's a nice day out. Go outside. Stay safe though. I'll see you guys later on tonight, when I give you the results for SummerSlam.